Hey guys, today we're going to be converting mixed numbers and improper fractions. But first, I want to make sure you have a good grasp of what that means. So we're going to use some fraction models and just discuss what that is before we get into today's IXL. So let's get started. All right, this is converting between mixed numbers and improper fractions. This is going to help you with your 5th grade IXL F6. Okay. So what exactly are mixed numbers? So mixed numbers are, it's supposed to be clicking, there we go. They have a whole number and a fraction part. So if we look at this example, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces in each one. The whole number we have, there's 1, 2 holes. So we're going to mark that with a big 2. Then you have this one down here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 6 pieces. So for a mixed number, we have 2 and 5/6. Okay. Now, an improper fraction, that is going to be something that has a larger numerator than denominator, so more on the top. So when we look at this, that would mean that it's going to be more than one whole. So that would be the same as counting each and every one of these pieces. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 total pieces. And they were each broken to what? Sixth. So there's 17 sixths. Now, which one makes more sense to you? The mixed number, where it has a whole number and a fraction part, so it's a mix, or the improper fraction? We say improper because im means not. It's not the proper way we do it. We normally don't have too much on the top. I think the mixed number makes more sense to me, but there are times that we'll have to use improper fractions as we work as well. Okay. So let's continue on, and I think I went too far. There we go. So now we're going to do mixed numbers to improper fractions. How are we actually doing that? So it's the same exact example, but I'm going to show you how to do it and why we're doing it that way. So you have the mixed number. We said that there's 2 wholes, and we said there's 5/6. Now, when we had the improper fraction, we said that there were 17 wholes. That's because we have 1, 2 whole groups, and how many's in each group? We have 6 in each group. So what we're doing is 6 times 2. So we're taking this number times the 2. So 6 times 2. You get 12. You can write that if you want to. And then you're going to add this last portion down here. So there's 5 more. So you just add the 5. So 12 plus 5 is 17. And what were they to begin with? What are they broke into? What's that denominator? 6. So that's how you go from a mixed number to an improper fraction without using the model. Okay, this time we're going to go from an improper fraction to a mixed number. So we've already counted them, and we know that there are 17 sixths. Okay, so how are we going to convert that over? Well, what you do, this fraction bar right here is also a division sign. So you take 17 divided by 6. So how many times does 6 go into 17 without going over? 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Then you subtract and you get 5. Now, this time I'm going to write my remainder as a fraction. There's 5 out of how many left? 5 sixths, which is this number here, which is also the same as this one. So my mixed number is 2 wholes and 5 sixths. Okay, so just a reminder, we took 17, the top number, we put that in the house, then we divided by 6, which was the bottom number. When I divided, I got a whole number. Then I had a remainder. I put that over, so I had 5, I put that over what they're already broken into, 6th. So this stayed the same. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Oops. I've got to take it off of the marker. Alright, we have mixed numbers to improper fractions, but we have a new problem. So first we're going to have the mixed number. How many whole triangles are there? There's 3 whole triangles filled in. What fraction of that 4th triangle is filled in? There's 1. And what are they broken into? How many pieces? 3. So there's 3 and 1/3. Now, if we wanted to turn that into an improper fraction without counting each and every one, we just take, there's 3 whole pieces, and they're each divided into 3 pieces. So we would do 3 times 3, which is 9, and then add the 1, so that gives us 10. And what were they all broken into? What's the denominator? Because the denominator stays the same. Thirds. 3 and 1/3 is the same as 10 thirds. Okay, this time we're going to start with the improper fraction with the same problem. So it's going to be the same answers, but I want you to understand where it's coming from. So we have the improper fraction. If we count all of these, there's 3, 6, 9, 10 thirds. Well, I want to see if I know that they're divided into thirds. I'm doing 10 divided by 3. So it's always the top number goes on the inside. That's 3 and 1. And what were they? What's that denominator? It's this number. 3 and 1/3. So my mixed number is 3 and 1/3. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. This one is broken into 12 pieces. So we're going from mixed numbers to improper fractions. So our mixed number, that's how many holes do we have? We have 1 hole filled in. And then how many of that other one do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little bit off the screen, sorry. There's 7, and I said the whole amount is 12 pieces. So if we're going to make that an improper fraction, remember you're going to say 12 times 1 is 12. And then I'm going to add the 7. So 12 plus 7 is 19. And what was the denominator? What were they broken to? 12 pieces. 19 twelfths. Okay. Now we're going from improper fractions to mixed numbers. So we have 12 pieces here. And then we have 7 more, so that's 19, and they're broken to twelfths. So I'm going to do 19 inside the house, because that's the top number, divided by 12. So that goes in one time. I have 7 left over. There's 7, and what were they broken to? Twelfths. 1 and 7 twelfths. Alright, we're going to just take some regular numbers and convert them without the pictures. So the first number that we're going to start with is 5 and 2/7. Okay. The first step we are going to do is to take the denominator and multiply it by the whole number. So 5 times 7 is 35. You can write that 35 down if you need to. Oops. And then add it to the 2. So you have 37, and they are sevenths. So you multiply, then add, and put it over the denominator. Okay, our next one is 12 and 1/9. So you need to do 9 times 12. And that gives you 108. Then you need to add the 1. So that's 109. And what are they? They're ninths. Okay. Last one like this, we're going to do 7 and 4/8. This is not reduced, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. So I'm going to multiply here. 8 times 7 is 56. And then I'm going to add the 4. That's 68. Okay. This time we're going to do improper fractions to mixed numbers. First one we're going to start with is 57 as the whole number. You always want to make sure that's bigger than the fraction. If it was we're not doing whole numbers. Improper fractions. 57/4, you don't want it to be bigger. I'm so sorry. Okay. So what I need to do here is I need to divide. So I have 57 divided by 4 because this number goes in the house. So 4 goes into 5 one time. Subtract, and I have 1, and I bring down that 7. It goes in 4 times. I get a remainder of 1. That is 1/4. Because that was my denominator, the number right here and here. Okay, notice that the 14, this is what I was saying earlier, sorry about that again. The 14 has to be very large for the whole number. And then I have 1/4. You want to make it very clear where the whole number is and where the fraction